What's up, guys? Iceman here. So first off, I'd like to thank my patrons for supporting me as you do. I've received several new patrons as of this past week, and it's been absolute toad. Some very heavy hitters at that. But even y'all just, donating a little bit of this or that makes things great. Y'all's almost paid for my braces at this point, and as many of you know, the less crooked one's teeth are, the more pussy one gets. So thank you for helping me out in that regard. So this is my Amazon, and I have respect her, as many of you probably know. She's level 93. She's pretty damn decent. Yeah, so I have respect this Vaman, and I have Lionheart on her. That's a very style point meriting armor right here. This armor is underrated, I think. It gives you a lot of life, a lot of vitality, some damage, all resists. It's toad as fuck. And it's great, I think, for a boson. This armor was made for a boson, because as many of you know, the more you have in strength from your gear, the less points you have to put in strength, to where you can re-mitigate those points elsewhere. So you could almost look at this fucking armor as if it's giving you 40 dex. And if you count the vitality, that's 40, 50, 60 dex right there, man. No one points shit in energy, so we won't talk about that, but it's like 60 points of dex, which is about 60% enhanced damage plus the 20. So that's about 80% enhanced damage. And it goes a long ways. So I'm thinking of really using Fortitude on this character, and just the road less traveled, an Amazon who uses Fortitude. So here's the bow that I'm using as of right now. I actually traded this with my patron Krusty. You guys saw me roll that shitty as fuck Faith, and his rolled with 13 fanaticism and 1 to skill. The one that I rolled with 12 fanaticism and 2 to all skills. Mine was made in a 8% superior GMB. His was made in a 6% superior GMB. So we traded. Let me know in the comments if you guys think that he got kind of ripped off. But I mean, some folks would think, with that 1 extra point to all skills, that applies to everything. You know what I'm talking about? It applies to all your passives. That's helping with your lethal strike for damage, and that you don't see that on screen on your flat damage screen. You don't see how that filters in here. And you got another point in penetrate then, for more AR, some more pierce, another point into Valkyrie, and all these nice defensive mods. This is all shit that you can't really see what it does on screen, but it just plays out while you're in game, and it plays out in reality. You know what I mean? And he wears Andy's Visage on his Amazon. So he doesn't need that additional IES. I needed a 13 plus fanaticism aura in order to hit the 7 frame break point while not wearing increased attack speed on the damn belt. So now that I have his bow, all I need are 30 IES on the gloves, and then I can take this fucking belt off and put Razor Tail on. So it's going to be tough, you know what I mean? That's kind of what I'm looking forward to doing. People are asking a fuckload for laying of hands with an additional 10 IS on them. Everyone wants a high rune for that shit. I'm about to give a Vex for one, not going to lie, because I'm going to start offering a Vex, but that's still more than I wanted to trade. I remember later on Last Ladder, they were running for about an Ist rune. Yeah, as you can see here, she does over 5k, slightly over 5k multi-shot, and she still has 20 points to distribute. And I'll show you her gear. Her res are max except for a cold res, but she does absorb cold, so I haven't found it to be too much of an issue. I have actually the 10 dex mod on War Travs. She has some decent arrows, just damage, nothing special. Just some poison res on these gloves, which actually helps. Don't need them that much, though. I'm going to get the 10 IS ones. Is what I'm hoping for. And the Lionheart armor. And I have Harmony on Switch and a level 16 Velk. Velk is important now more than ever before. We're going to slam IK armor. I don't give a fuck. This fell in tier 4 because I intend to make an IK Barbarian. Alright. So 40s would be nice. 30s! Holy shit! That'll be Toad. One off from perfect, man. That'll be Toad. Yeah, I'm looking forward to using that. But I'll show you what this chick can do. And I am actually making another Amazon. Oh, damn, I got rid of the map. She's level 20 right now. And I've been running just normal with her. I got to Act 5, actually. So, actually, I think it was Krusty who helped me out with that, actually. So thank you, sir, for your help. We were running, he was helping me rush, and while we were going through the acts, he actually brought in his paladin, who was about the same level as the character I was leveling. And he would help heal me with Holy Bolt, so he was acting as a healer. It was Toad. But I intend to make another Javazon so I can still make use of my Infinity, which I have in the stash, on another character. And because they have their benefits, you know what I mean? Yeah, like last night, for example, when I was running tier 4, it was kind of a bitch. There were 2 of us, bosons in there, just killing shit like crazy. But it was kind of a bitch. And there were some situations where I knew for a fact my Javazon would have murdered more efficiently. And here I am busting my ass, just blasting arrows like a bat out of hell. And it was taking, you know, many hits to kill enemies. And then, of course, you had the pesky physical immunes, which I had used Fire Arrow on, which wasn't much of an issue, but there were those Bloodlords, and they were strong as fuck. So I died several times from them in the maps. So, for group play, for example, sometimes it's nice to have a godly as fuck Javazon, because she can really clean up a lot of the trash very fast. Especially if you're co-oping with a boson, for example, or just any other type of physical player. You know, they're great party members, and with a conviction aura, it just helps everyone. You know, reduces their resistances, breaks some immunities, and it even pierces their defense. So even if you are a physical character, you're piercing the shit out of their defense. So it's like a 60% decrease in their defense or something like that. So of course that helps tremendously with melee and ranged physical builds. You know, if you're a boson in game, if you're a whirlwind barbarian, if you have, you know, a zealer in your game or something like that. Just the conviction aura is epic. So I really don't want that shit to just sit there and stash. And I ain't looking to trade it either. I busted my ass to get that Infinity and that 40 Storm Shield that you toads saw me slam. So I ain't looking to get rid of that shit. I ain't looking to just let folk borrow it and shit, because I want to use it every fucking day. So that's basically the bottom line. I mean, if any of you guys really want to borrow, just let me know in the comments, you know. And I'd probably let you borrow the damn thing. But the truth is, I want to have another character to make videos with and just to farm. And the boson is good in some areas, like this Frigid Plateau, as you can see. This is a great map for her. I was getting these maps like crazy on my Javazon. I was fucking pissed. So it's like, how the fuck am I going to run all these maps? These Frigid Highlands, because the Javazon has a very hard time with this map. The Javazon, of course, really excels in like the narrow corridor maps. Most of which that do not, you know, aren't like abundant in light immunes. But even in the light immune ones, she could do okay with the Plague Javelin hybrid. So they both have their specialties, you know what I mean? And I have a lot of the Icy Cavern maps. And from what I found, the Javazon, I prefer using her in the Icy Cavern. Even though there are a few light immunes in there. With my Infinity, it wasn't much of a problem. And they're just so much more defensive, the Javazon. And I want to get an Enigma for her. She'll still have max res. I'll make sure I implement that, you know, with charms or whatnot. My last one actually did nearly have max res. This character here, before I respect her. What the fuck? There's something going on here. It's like a wall. Look at this. My arrows aren't going through there. See that? It's fucked up. You'll run into that stuff occasionally while playing these maps. I think this gives increased attack speed. Yeah, pretty style pointish armor. In fact, I'll save that for my Amazon that I'm working on right now. Piece of shit. Cute little charm. Piece of shit. Yeah, like this video for you guys. Well, become a patron if you want. Appreciate you all supporting Ice Boy like you have. So comment below your thoughts on these matters. Look at this. It's fucking bullshit. Look at the arrows. They're not going... See that? They're not going through, man. It's fucking bullshit. Strength probably won't even... See, it's like a fucking invisible wall. Could get your ass killed. Could get your ass killed because you won't be able to leech at those enemies you're thinking you're blasting. You're shooting right at. Oh, look at this. Okay, one of my patrons needed a Nat set, so let me know, man, if you want that. Oh, shit, it's just one socket. A Nat's armor ranges from 1 to 3 sockets. But yeah, like I said, dog, I actually preferred the Icy Caverns with my Javazon because it's very dangerous in that fucking place. You have those undead guys with that drag the big fucking axe around, and they'll just charge at your ass and bash you in one hit, murder you in one hit in some instances. When you have decrep or amp damage on, and they have concentration, all sorts of fucked up mods. So that's tough when you're a boson, man. Life's a bitch when you're a boson in some areas. So I want to have my Javazon to run that map, because that map's a damn good time. It's probably one of my favorite ones. So yeah, let me know in the comments below, what are your Toad's favorite maps? You know, fuck that armor. So here's the boss. So here's what I do. I'll clear up around him, like this. This map, of course, isn't very challenging at all. A little shitty mods. I just figured I could use it for video. But here's what I do. My Vel can generally tank him okay. My Merc casts a crep on him. Look at that. Takes care of him. Yeah, so the boson is good for this area. The boson can do the new tier 5, although it is a bit challenging. Holy shit. And some would say, you know, she's more optimal for tier 4, but I think that depends. If you're in a group, sometimes the Javazon, I think, will be more useful, depending on what your group setup is. But yeah, I like the Javazon for probably tier 1, tier 2, maybe even tier 3. Or not, just tier 1 and 3, and the Icy Caverns, I mean. And then you have these new ones like the Dim Cellar. I'm kind of scared to do that with a boson, to be honest with you guys. My Javazon wrecked the shit out of everything in there. So I'm kind of tempted to make the Javazon, and so she could run those areas. But check this out. I found a low. Raid by Shank. The second high room on, I found this ladder from Shank. I found a burr from him as well. Don't forget to farm his ass. What's cray-cray is right before that low, was it a Vex? It was a gull, and I traded that gull already. Yeah, so it was right here. I killed, I murdered these guys, so then I came down here, and there was an enemy right over here. He might have come up from this area. And my Merc killed him right by the waypoint, and he dropped a gold rune. And then I ran over here. I was excited, man. Then I ran over here. I killed Shank, and boom, a low rune falls like right here. So yeah, that was epic. But yeah, let me know how your luck has been this season so far with high rune finds and so forth. So generally what I do is I'll clear out this map, you know, because that's what it's all about, is clearing out these maps. Because as you can see, the boss... They just simply drop another map. You know, they don't drop good items, so I prefer to farm the maps if they're a good down roll. I'm not gonna fucking quit just because I killed the boss. Less if I'm scared, you know, less if it's a hard as fuck map. But this is where apparently the goodies fall, man. But to be honest with you guys, I haven't found many goodies in these maps. Let me know how your luck has been. Like, I ran like 6 or 7 of these maps yesterday. I didn't find a single high rune. So let me know how your luck has been. I found most of my runes outside of the maps. But then again, I might have farmed just as much outside of the maps as I have inside, so it's a hard thing to compare, really. Yeah, eventually I want to get an Enigma for the Javazon, and then I could switch it for the boson too, and she can teleport across the Chaos Sanctuary. I don't really want to have a Holy Thunder on Switch, none of that shit. I kind of just want a character built around that Enigma. Teleport across the River of Flame to the Chaos Sanctuary, and just farm that. It sounds like a damn good time, because she can really waste the Chaos Sanctuary. But I think I do have a Nagus plate in stash. Fuck that. You want to keep an eye out for these that have another mod. Like if that also had 3 Death Sentry, it'd be pretty damn godly. Or 3 Blade Shield. You really got to keep an eye out for those Blade Shield ones. Some assassins, they'll have just the Blade Shield ones on Switch, and they'll switch over and they'll cast their Blade Shield and they'll switch back. And what they really like are ones with like 3 to Blade Shield for this purpose. They like 3 to Blade Shield and 3 to Venom or something like that. So on Switch they'll have +6 Blade Shield, +6 Venom. Godly as fuck assassins. You know, so keep an eye out for those things, man. Those things trade for a lot. I mean, shit, you could probably get a high room for something like that. And if it has a 3rd skill, there's just a lot of potential. But I don't really know the details of that. If there's 3 skills in total on it, 3 different skill types, can it still roll 3 to each? Or can it roll 3 to one and then 2 to the others? I don't really know how that works. So let me know in the comments if you guys have an answer to that. So I'm kind of curious, but I'm just too fucking lazy to look it up myself. So I've got too many damn things I need to look up, you know what I mean? So that's just one thing. Maybe you toads will help me out in the comments. Because I got a farm, man. The more shit you waste just trading and shit, a lot of people get stuck in that rut. They'll pull, and I do it too. I put a bunch of shit in my stash, things that I hope to one day get an OOC for. And then you got to try to organize the damn trade, and then you're out 10 fucking minutes. And if you were busting your ass for 10 minutes somewhere, you probably could have found 2 OOCs if you were going hard. And you didn't find any, you didn't get any XP just waiting in the lobby for somebody or waiting in some game. You know what I'm saying? And you didn't find any additional items either. You're just waiting for his ass to join your game. So you got to be smart about that shit, man. I'm trying to act on that. You know, I'm going to go through my mules and just pawn most of that bullshit. Just have so much fucking shit that one day might get me an OOC. You know what I mean? So that's bullshit. But yeah, as you can see here, oh, there's one right there. You can see how she cleared this map. She doesn't have 100% pierce. See that? Because I had to wear this stupid belt because of my old faith. But now, like I said, all I need are the 10 IES on the gloves. Or I could get IES on the arrows, but those are expensive as fuck. If you want ones with nice damage mods and 10 IES, those are expensive as fuck. It's just easier just to get the additional 10 on your gloves. Unless you get lucky, man. Unless you're daring to slam all your arrows, which I often hesitate on slamming all my arrows if I have really nice ones, because you don't want that shit to go bye-bye. But yeah, I'm going to get Razor Tail on this character. She's going to have 100% Pierce. It's going to be epic. I have 100 MF, but yeah, with Enigma, she'll have, you know, like 93 more right there. No, almost 200 MF in total. I could even top it off to 200 if I wanted to with a small charm. But yeah, clears it pretty damn fast. You can see here, the video's in 22 minutes, and I was blabbling for a couple minutes before entering this map, so she cleared it really fast. This was an easy one. But really, the density doesn't change much, especially if you have 100% Pierce, because you're just wasting shit anyway. But yeah, this is a great map for the boson. But let me know what characters you guys are working on. I'm thinking I might make an IK Barb as well, just to make videos with, and also farm the Trav. Because my boy Fart Makas has been farming the Trav with his godly Warcry Barb. You guys gotta see this toad. He has Enigma, he has Silence, he has freaking Wizard Spike. He gets style points for using that Wizard Spike. And he has some godly rare circlet. It's a Warcry Barb. Just shouts and it just stuns shit. So yeah, there's Baza right here. So I'm gonna hit it up with Baza. Become a patron if you want. Link in the description below. I'll keep you all updated. Check this out. Here's his Barb. Not sure if he's gonna show me some shit. Oh, nice. He got to 91. Shit, he has life on hit. All res on the boots. What does he have on this? 2 to maximum cold res. Look at all this shit. Physical damage reduced by 5 on the Nagel ring. Holy shit. MF corruption. 1 to all skills corruption. Holy shit. Oh. Deal. Absolute toad. So that's Baba's Barbarian. I'm a little jelly, man. I want to have a Barbarian too like that. Like that hog. Like that thick hog. So like the video if you guys will. I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace be with you.